See the club head. Let's see your left hand for a second. Okay, so you see this little boo-boo tear up there? Okay. I'm going to put this club here, and then you're going to fold your heel pad over the top. So right now, that's a heel pad. Okay. That's over the top of a grip. Here's a thumbprint. So where I'm going with this is I could have my thumb way down here, or I could have my thumbprint sort of opposing my index finger. Are you with me? So in both cases, like, what I want you to recognize is, come on up closer to this camera so when you watch this later you see this. Come on over here for a sec. Okay, so there's a heel pad securing the top of a grip. There's a thumb and index finger that oppose itself a little bit versus that. See where I'm going with this? Okay, and the reason here is that at address, you know, this club is kind of levered in here a little bit. The club, like, is, the fulcrum is this, okay? The stopper is that. And that doesn't mean a whole hell of a lot, except we're preparing ourselves to go into an impact condition, okay? So if our lead wrist is bent back at address, that means when I change direction, the club, you know, isn't in the same place. When I get to impact, now I'm leaning this thing, okay? You've kind of got this high in here where you're tearing up your gloves a bit, and then your right hand does a lot of this event, okay? So I can use man hands and strength to square this way, or I can have a squaring from a little bit of a shaft twist, okay? And so that's where we're gonna go with this. Like, and it might suck for a little while, but what I want you to learn how to hit hard by swinging kind of easy with leverage and expansion, not from you staring at Whitey and giving it a whack that way, okay? So finishing my thought on this, there's the, you know, there's the fulcrum, there's the stopper. Now, the big deal is, at address, we're here. At the top of our backswing, we're up here, agreed? Ish, you know what I mean, in a golf? But if I did this and just kind of explain it mechanically, at the top of my swing now, where's the club? It's on the thumb, it's secured in these fingers, right? I haven't let this slip around any. And not only is it on the thumb, and here's something interesting, okay? If I let this sit here for a second, here, let me get on this camera, sorry. If I let that sit there for a second, it creates a saddle looking thing. You get my point? Okay? So when you're doing this, and we get this at the top, now there's another support system here. What do you notice about my index knuckle? So this thumb sits in the top right quadrant, and where does my index knuckle goes? It supports that thumb as well. So the club's really not laying on a thumb at the top. It's got a combination of that knuckle and the thumb, and then the security of those fingers. Does that make sense? Good. Come on over here for a sec. Stand in there for me. Okay, give me your hand. So there's that heel pad I'm talking about. Here's where this thing goes. Let me fold that over. Okay. So there's a good left hand that is bent back. You got to get used to this. This is magic. Here's why, okay? Because when this relaxes, what's the face do? Closes, and you need it to close, okay? Address and impact are very different, right? So when a club goes into this closure, that face is in a place where it's a bit more closed. Now your body can pivot this, not drag it, not try to get the, quote, hands ahead. What gets the hands ahead? Let me show you, okay? It's not you physically trying to put them ahead. It's as simple as this, which isn't that simple. Watch. So if my pivot is here, where'd my hands go? Ahead of where they started, okay? And the weight at the end of the stick is heavier than, when I move it, this weight resists where I'm going. Like when I change direction, so my hands are only going ahead because I'm pivoted them a little bit, not because I'm trying to force them somewhere. Does that make sense? Okay, so now here's the shot. Come on over here. You know, you're going to grind on this. We're going to take this face, we're going to elevate it to where it's at 12 o'clock dead nuts, okay? Not over here at 11, not at 1. We're going to make sure we get the stopper on top of the grip, and the thumbprint opposes the index finger, okay? And that thumbprint is flush on its slight angle, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 1 o'clock, okay? Then we're going to put a right hand on there, because we know that at the top, the club's going to do what? Land in that knuckle and land on that thumbprint, Okay, create that saddle. Now, here's this little shot. My address and my impact are wildly different. I'll show you what I mean. It happens so fast you can't see it. And I hit a little shot out there, okay? A little stung, flighted event where what was address is now into impact, and impact is delivered by a bit of pivot. Your method, your way of doing it was using your hands, okay? So you got to learn how to do it this way, okay? Step in here. Give me your left hand. Okay, I'm being a little frantic because I only have you for an hour and I want you to get this. Get your thumbprint on there. Okay, good, beautiful. Feel like that thumbprint, right, is flush, never off to the side, just flush. Beautiful. Okay, good. Now put the right hand on. Okay, I give you a solid meh. Okay, take the right hand off. Okay. So this has to be here.
Okay, and the fingers.
Yes.
Okay.
And so the problem is when people interlock, which I don't have a problem with, but they all interlock too far.
Okay.
Okay, and then therefore, if you interlock too far,
I interlock all the way.
I know you do, and that's what everybody does, and that's why it sucks.
So we want to get the club in the finger.
So think about this. Yeah, if you're this ring finger, this is what it feels like. Now that may feel like dog shit to your pinky and index finger now, but I don't care. Okay, good. So that looks really good. And then feel the texture of the grip with all the fingers, okay? Like literally feel the little freaking nubbies on the grip, okay? Beautiful. Now this is what this is going to feel like. Give me a subtle stance width, just there, and back up so you're out of the divot patch over here. Yeah, sorry. Right here, put the club here. Okay, good. So this is what this is going to feel like, watch. And you're going to start going that way a bit, and then you're going to stand up and hit the brakes.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to do that again. Narrow your stance just a sliver. Widen, flare the feet out a little bit. Good. So what's moving first here, the club head or the handle?
The handle.
Yes.
Okay.
And then what's the body doing a little bit of? Just a bit and opening.
Transferring some weight.
And then we're going to here. Okay, and this ball might pepper out there just a short little distance, okay?
So is that the...
Is that the what?
We want the club...
Give me feet.
Yeah.
We want the handle going first, so make a backswing. Good, keep going. Good. Okay, because if you move your hands first, you can't get past my foot. So do me a favor.
Yep.
Just try to move the club head. You can't, because my foot's in the way. You with me?
Yep.
But if the handle goes first, my foot's a little speed bump. Okay, give me that little handle first, and then hit a little shot and hold your finish. Good, and stay there. Beautiful. Don't move. That's great. Okay, good. And this would be okay.
Yeah, see, now
it's up in the palm, right? Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to take that glove off because you don't need it for right now. Okay. And you've got to learn this. You're going to do it right beside me. You've got to learn how to get these fingers are perpendicular to the grip, not angular. Perpendicular. Okay. There's a subtle difference between where the pinky finger and where this heel pad is. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
A little measure.
Yep.
Okay, and then if you watch this from your perspective, this is what this looks like. Watch. Okay, there's a subtle handle, and then watch what happens when you change. When I change direction here, where's the club go? Behind and legs and trails. Okay, and that's what you need to learn. Okay, heel pad, right? So you know what I mean? See how that feels down in that? And I'm bending this back, right? Because I need this to happen. And you know what? And this is just something like when you change direction, this club head resists changing direction. And then you're learning how to pivot it. And then you're going to go over here, and then maybe it softens a bit. And that thumbprint's always going to be chillaxing, saddled nicely at 1 o'clock, okay? So you can fix this. Like I tell you what, I've got a little coffee table club. Literally sits on my coffee table. I watch my hockey and my sports, and I constantly have this thing. And I'm always, because I love gripping a golf club. Okay, you should too. Hold the club up. Look at the face. Come on. Get the face vertically perfect. Great. Right foot, good. Okay, very nice. Now, that's excellent. Keep doing it. And when you're doing this, you don't have to be in a big hurry. Just you can flow this a little longer now. Let the rhythm of it take away, get a little longer. So when the change of direction settles that club in for you. Good. Get that thumbprint nicely. Feel the texture of the grip in your fingertips. Take a sneaky peek, not a chest look. Good. Excellent. I know you missed, but I don't care. You did great. Do it again. Energize this with a bit more volume, meaning you're on the way to getting to where you can hit one. Step out of harm's way. Camera's on right there, so just over there is great. So you're up here, you're looking at that face, heel pad, ring finger, pinky finger, interlock, whatever. I hate the interlock grip because most of you guys suck because of it. Okay. No, you can. I mean, Jack Nicklaus, Tiger Woods, half the tour interlocks. It's great, but the problem is people get off to a bad start because they go the wrong way, krunk, all the way with the right hand. Okay, so you're doing these quite nicely. This little event of kind of handle first, club head last. Hitting these little strikes to here, that's great. Now what we're going to do is make this get a little bit bigger. Okay. And then we're going to realize this isn't the end all be all, because the last thing I want you doing is going like this with a driver. You'll hit it right at Rush Limbaugh over there, okay? But I do want you to feel like, learning how to go handle first, club head last is how the weight of the club stresses the hands and creates lag with a bit of a pivot. And then, do this with a bit more volume. So watch how I get the club to travel a bit more early work, club head first. Okay, so now the ball can pepper out there 90 yards pretty easy, right? No real effort to smash it. Just the yin and yang of a good backswing, downswing. Here you go. Okay, and right thumbprint, yeah, a little bit more over. So if you look down and your left thumbprint's at 1 o'clock on the grip, like the top's 12, the bottom's 6, then your right thumbprint is over at 11 o'clock. With the whole texture of that thumbprint, feeling the top left portion of that grip. Okay, beautiful, that looks great. So aim the face, sneaky peek, no big body looks. That's even a big body look, brother. Okay, good. Your neck, I can tell, is tight as hell. Good, so add a little bit more volume to this. Let the club energize farther back. Way to go. Really good. Okay, really good. Do it again, that's awesome. Compared to the first couple swings I saw, you're a freak. That's great. Okay, hold the club up. Come on, up, up. Do it up there. Here's why I want it up here, because down here, the angle that we grip, it's goofy, okay? It's easy to get the hand, kind of get the grip angular to the hand, versus up here, see how I can get it more across my hand without the angularity to it? So a good habit for you to make a big change is to go hold the club up like you're on guard, you're in a sword fight with some dude, okay? And then get that grip across that left hand, thumbprint, check that box, boom, tip it over. I like how Rosie does it. Justin Rose kind of does it up here. Once you get really good at it, you know exactly where this goes, then you can do it wherever. Okay. But like for a while, make it the habit of perfect face, get the shaft in an angle that makes it easy for you to get the grip across your hand as opposed to mildly along it. You tell me, what do you think? Am I going to give you a hard time or not?
I think it's not bad.
Okay, good. No, it's good.
But look at where my face is, right?
Okay.
When we grabbed it, then I did this, right? So.
Well, so you're going to feel very weird when you grip it, right? Like, here's why.
Yeah.
You're going to feel super weird because there's the face vertical, okay? And then when you put this left hand on, it's bent back. So what bends back a hand? Let's bend a hand back. A forearm muscle, okay? Right? So you're probably not used to that, you know, that extension that makes that muscle pop a bit, right? So let's make sure that when we grip it, we're like, okay, I welcome the fact that that muscle extends my left wrist back, because that change in direction gives me that impact, right? So we're in this position where it's like if I had a tongue depressor under my wristwatch, I would go every single time. But then, you know, as I change direction or start to assemble myself at the top, that broken tongue depressor would now be flattish. Then on the way down, since the weight of the club is stressing me, even that wrist, that even might go from, you know, bent back at address to flattish to even flexed a bit. And then what happens to this hand? It goes the other way, like in every sport we throw with. And then our pivot helps deliver that expansion, okay? Yeah, of course. Heel pad on top, thumbprint saddled in there nicely.
Look where my face is when I get down here, so I'm doing so. Like, to me, this looks square.
Okay, good.
Right.
And then just take it down. And feel how weird this feels now, because it should feel different. You with me?
Yeah.
See that elbow is pointed a bit more at the target? Atta boy. And then flare those feet. Sneaky peek, no old man chest looks. Good, let it flow a little more. Silly good, dude. Silly, silly good. Way to go, proud of you. Awesome, give me that club. Let's add a bit of that to 7-iron, okay? So we're gonna go, okay, Clubface, I got you. Vertical, heel pad, thumbprint, saddled in there nice. Right hand, check it, check it, check it. Tip it over. Notice I tip it over, where's my elbow start to point?
Yeah.
Okay, that skin flap's called the weenus, okay? Point your weenus over there, point your weenus at the target. Tip over, little wider base, little longer golf club, okay? Is my club on the ground here, Joe? No, it's never ever on the ground. It's always measured to the tips of the green stuff. It's never resting, because I may be a variety of angles that I don't want my subconscious to have to negotiate during my swing.
Okay.
So it's always going to be a situation where I go, all right, Clubface, I got you, my good hands, and I'm getting used to me tipping over, aim that face, take a look, set the feet, take a look, and go. Let's hit a little shot. Let there be an outcome, bit of a skinny one. Okay, but you're starting to get it. Come on in. Here you go. Really nice. Okay, sneaky peek, beautiful. I love that. Absolutely love that. Really nice. So mild overdraw, right? Mild, but pretty good, right? Now, is that some Herculean, crazy, huge backswing? No, but for a guy that just did that in this half hour so far, epic. Epic change. Now, what was good about it is you touch the ball, you brush the grass. There's evidence of a little divot. Okay, give me another one. Up here.
So this actually helps. I was trying to bring it up here, right, and then I start moving around.
Yeah, always stage it.
Yes.
So this hand's just a staging hand,
yes,
right? Because the
yes,
right
yeah.
hand, all it is holding it.
Yep.
It doesn't mean anything yet, right? Because it's not gripping in the golf performance yet. It's a staging thing. Then we get our left hand on.
Yes.
Once that's money, then you'd go from a staging hand to putting it on.
Yeah.
And then we're actually going to do it one different way. Stand over here for a sec. We're going to do it right here. You're going to stand here behind the ball 3 steps. You're going to hold this up, and then you're going to go, okay, if I'm going the left edge of that bunker down there, or just inside the bunker, I got my face money, okay? Got my left hand money. Now as I walk in, I've got 1, 2, 3 steps to get comfy building this, okay? I don't want you to build it over the ball.
Okay.
I want the build in to walk in, okay? So you're going to be here, and then you're going to walk in, and then you got a few steps to get comfy. Get your feet perpendicular with it. the cadence is gonna be this. Tip over, aim the face, take a look. Set the feet, take a look, okay? And then you're gonna hit a shot. And you're gonna check it out and go, yeah, it's acceptable, right? And you get a good outcome, okay? You got this. So build the awesomeness there.